My name is Matcha Moth. Welcome back to my video. So today we're doing a sewing supply ASMR. So this is called a French curve, and they're very useful for drawing out curves when you're drawing patterns for shirts, pants, anything that you want to make a pattern for before you actually cut your fabric. So instead of having to freehand curves or use a straight ruler and making a bunch of lines, you could just fit this along the hole where the hole's supposed to be for your pattern and just go along the curve. And I have like 3 more of this, well, not this exact shape of ruler, but there are ones that are differently shaped, but they all still have the curves in it. It's very, very useful. Now we have a pair of scissors. That's pretty straightforward. Next, we of course have a spool of thread. I really do like this color. It's like saturated, but not too bright. The shade of green is very nice. Belding Corticelli Art 99R, size A, 800 yards. Oh, is that something different on the other side? Mercerized cotton, fast to boiling. Color 1751. I found this and a lot of other spools that I have at a thrift shop or a variety of thrift shops. And I highly recommend, if you're in need of thread, to go to like a Goodwill or even better, a small scale local thrift shop, because there's a high chance that you'll find a bundle of like 10 or 15, maybe more or less, for maybe $1 to $3. It really depends on your location, but from my experience, if I kept an eye out for it, I found thread very easily at most of the thrift shops that I've been to. If you're not looking for something specific, it's a really good idea, I think. Mostly because of the price. And you can find some really cool old stuff. Like a lot of newer threads, they make the spools out of plastic. So, and this is wood. I don't know, it just seems pretty cool. Maybe back in the day this was more common, obviously. So it wasn't that big of a deal. I just think it's neat. Next, we have this pin cushion that is impaled by all of these colorful pins. most people know what these are used for. They're incredibly useful for keeping your fabric and your paper patterns too, if you want, in place. I definitely use these a lot. Let's look at this pink one. It looks kind of like a lollipop from here, doesn't it? This big one. I think these larger ones have a specific name, but I completely forget at the moment. It looks a little bit like a pearl. That's in a teardrop shape. Now we have a measuring tape. Incredibly important for making clothes. The saying, the advice, measure twice, cut once, is very true. I've made many mistakes in terms of measuring things and then having to start over again because I was not careful. So this is a very useful tool. It's very handy since it's retractable. It's in a very cute color too. Speaking of mistakes, we have a thread picker. So this little guy is very useful for picking mistakes. They're good for picking threads that you figure out were or are in a place that they shouldn't be. So it has a sharp end or pointy end and a little ball point. Now the part that's doing the actual picking is the little divot. These are very useful as well. Now we have tailor chalk or tailor's chalk. Our cute little container of it. Let's pick red. Or I guess with this lighting, it looks a little orange. That's okay. But yeah, basically this can be used to make lines on fabric. So if you need to trace out what you're cutting directly, then this is pretty handy because it just washes out. Sometimes I even accidentally erase it because it's very temporary. Very useful. Now we have darners. At first, when I got these, I had no idea what they were. Like, they look kind of like maracas, right? Like they're maraca shaped, but you know, shake them and they don't make any sound except for what you can hear from like my skin rubbing on them. That's it. They don't make any rattling or shaking sounds. And like before I got these, I had, a lot of the basics. And so I had to like research it. And basically darners are for like patching up holes and things. And socks seem to be one of the more common items that are repaired using darners, which it makes sense. I haven't used these yet. I'm kind of curious. So, I just want to thank you for joining me today or tonight. Thank you for listening / watching this video of me rambling about this part of my collection of sewing supplies. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye-bye.